every night. I'll be gone for, I guess, all next week. Other than the retreat next weekend, I'll be back for that. So the next class will be on Monday, not this coming Monday, but 2 Mondays from now. It doesn't mean that people should stop doing their inner work. I mean, you really should sit down at least once, maybe twice a day, and just, get centered, breathe properly, connect with the higher energy. It's good, very good part of one's training to do that. So I would suggest, don't just say, well, Stuart will be back next Monday. I'll wait for the class next Monday. I mean, you got to actually do your work at home also. Does anyone have a question? A really long day for me. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, spent almost the whole day working on this. I want to get finished with the editing of this book of mine before I go away, which means I wouldn't have to look at a computer for an entire week. I think it's going to be a good vacation. Does anyone have a question? Ask questions.
Stuart.
Well, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
You go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Stuart, someday you're not going to be here in body. Would you talk about what that calls upon for each of us?
Look, it doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter where Rudy is. The energy, if you do this meditation in a real way, if you sit down every day and work on yourself and you open, the energy that flows through me will go to you. I don't care if I'm in Alaska. I don't care if I'm in Siberia or on the moon. The energy will come to you. It'll flow to you. It'll nurture you. If you're sincere about your spiritual practice, if you're just coming here to fill up your tanks once a week and you got other stuff to do, it's not going to work for you. But if you truly, sit down every day and do your inner work and ask for help to grow, I mean, Rudy will come, Nityananda will come, God knows what other teachers and gurus will come to help you grow. And certainly the energy will flow to me no matter where you are. It'll flow through me. You connect. So, it's all dependent upon one's need to grow. And if that need is real, the whole cosmos will open up and provide you with energy. Does anyone else have a question? Look, this meditation or any deep spiritual practice, it breaks down all the borders. It breaks down all the conceptualized images we have of how life should function. It really dissolves all of that. And it's like a river, it's like a stream that flows, and it will enter anyone that sits down and does their work in a real way. But it has to be a real way, not just, as I say, you come to class once a month, and well, maybe I'll find time next Thursday, I'll go to meditation. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And I'm honestly getting tired of it, that people come to the meditation like that. I've been taking a lot of people's names off my list because I'm tired of it. It doesn't work, you know? This has to be a priority. And it can't be, well, I'll do it when I have a little time, when you know, it has to be a priority. At a certain period, you got to go to meditation. It's important for your life. And that's how it works. No, I'm not saying it's fanatical. I mean, you're not sitting and meditating 12 hours a day, and I'm walking around with a ruler smacking you over the head if you move. It's very, human. I mean, people eat 3 times a day. They need food. So if you sit down and do the work on your own, you will be nurtured, you will be taken care of, you will be protected. I mean, Shakur, one of the great protections you had is that all through that illness you had, you were constantly in class, you were constantly working on yourself, you had private classes with me. I mean, that's how it works. I had somebody who came for, yesterday and today, and it was amazing. He came in the door yesterday and, looked pretty beaten up. By the time he left today, after 3 classes, the guy was glowing. He was glowing. I almost didn't recognize him. And then he asked me, what should I do? I said, attend classes. Look at the difference. And what does it amount to? I always think there's 165 hours in a week. I mean, this meditation requires 4 of them in order to refuel your tanks and get fuel that you need for your life, in order to build a spiritual life, a chakra system that can enable you to function here on a higher level, connect with spirit. Out of 165 hours in a week, it takes 4 hours. And that's all I ask. So that's, I'll just repeat it once again. If you do your inner work, if this is a serious thing in your life and a primary and an essential thing in your life, and you sit down every day on your own, work on yourself, the energy that comes through me will nurture you. You will be directly connected to me. I don't care if you're 3,000 miles away. But if well, I'll do it, I won't do it, there's nothing I can do. Nothing Rudy could do. There's nothing Nityananda can do. Nityananda used to get really pissed off at people, would chase them away. All they do is come to me with their love life affairs. And will they get married? Will they get married? He used to say stuff like that. Read about their financial problems. They would come, chase them away, hit them with sticks, get out of here. Or I don't hit people with sticks. I'm not sure he did either, but I'm trying to make a point here about the essential nature. I mean, look, I never met Kala Rinpoche, never met him. I didn't even know it was Kala Rinpoche when I sat down in his room and he was lying there in bed, practically dying. And I started doing Rudy's meditation practice around him. I got an education there. I tell you, I got a Tibetan Buddhist education in 3 days. He saw that the person sitting there truly wanted a spiritual life, not just coming to ask about whether she get married or not. He truly wanted a spiritual life. And it brought him back to life. That was the amazing thing also. They thought he was going to die. He was lying there in bed with a sheet up to his neck. He looked pale and, withered. And by the time the third day came around, he was sitting on a throne chair, dressed in full teaching regalia. And I got tremendous teachings. It was so profound and so unbelievable. They're with me today. That's what happens. It doesn't happen if you spend your life procrastinating, putting it off. Well, I can do it next week, next year, 5 years, 10 years. Before you know it, you're too old to do it. So the energy comes to you, but it depends on how deeply you work on yourself. It comes to me. For God's sake, sit here and do this class 7 times a week. Even when I was younger at Fourth Avenue, I never did this 7 times a week. I mean, at my age to be doing it's ridiculous. I am so tired. I really am. It's been a long day today. I don't want to complain, but what the hell, I will complain. And just to top it all, it's a blessing to do this. And I don't give a shit if I'm tired. I don't care how tired I am. I'm still going to do this because this is the greatest blessing that exists in my life, to be sit here and to do this practice and never take it for granted. Well, I can be there on a Monday or a Wednesday or I got this, I got that. When the need is real, it's like Moses with a wand and the Red Sea parts. And suddenly you walk out of Egypt and you come to the promised land. And they make available to you everything you need to get the Red Sea apart so you can go to the promise, if the need is real. If it's not real, then you drown in the Red Sea. I mean, all those things in the Bible are just metaphors for human growth. So they are. I hope what I'm talking about is clear. I don't want to, crack a whip and jump on people. I'm not, I did that when I was younger. I don't do it anymore. But I'm just trying to make it clear how important it is to prioritize something that gives you your life. That's all. And then use it consciously. Look, I told that guy who was here today, I said, look, I'm 82 years old. How much longer can I do this? Another 5 years, another 8 years, another year. I don't know. Whenever they want me, I'll go. So take advantage of what is here, what's there, you know. And not only me, other teachers as well. Don't ever assume. Everybody assumed Rudy was going to live to 84 years old, 45 years old. We were in a plane crash. Gone. It really shook. I would say 85% of his students up who never really did it, got it while he was alive. Sorry, I'm 81 years, not 82 years. Sum it up. Does anyone else have a question they would like? I mean, to me, it's interesting. You know, I sent out, I think, 60 notices about this class today. 60, 17 people showed up. I mean, it's ridiculous. 17 people came to this class. I sent out 60 notices about this class. You know, other circumstances, I would say, screw this. Who needs this, you know? But I need it. And if one person showed up, I would need it because this really makes me grow. And trust me, there are a million other things I could do with my time, my life, you know. But this is this prioritized because it works. It works. And I know in my life, I have to do what works. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask? Okay. All right. Thank you. God bless you all. Excuse me. I've been up since 4 a.m. It's been really a long day today. Working on, you know, over 100 pages on my book today, editing it. So I'm pretty tired. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a very good class. God bless you all for being part of it. Thank you. I'll
Thank you.
see you.
Thank you.
See you in 2 Mondays.
Have a wonderful vacation, Stuart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good rest.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.